Okay, I pounded this whole yard with the AT Gold 5x8 coil. Didn't really get much, bits and bobs, stuff some things. Mason jar lid with the glass still on the top. So now, I'm going to throw on the, see if I can get the frame, the Tornado, and see if it picks up anything that the 5x8 missed. This might be a good comparison just for me to see the difference. Alright, I'll put up some video if I get a couple good signals and try to get a live dig in. Okay, as we all know, the 5x8, which is now filthy, is impeccable for doing great at separation in the iron and in the trash when there's lots of nails and stuff like that. So now we're going to go to the trashier part of the yard that this didn't find much but a mason jar lid, nails, and a couple broken pieces of metal. And we're going to see if we can go down and take this nail Tornado and see if we can pull something out of the iron that we missed. So I'm trying to give it as many tests as I can. Don't get me wrong, I like both coils, and apparently I have a shaky hand. Alright, well, I'm going to bring this to the trashy stuff, ground balance it, and get going. Alright, and just to show the areas that I've already been in with is back here. As you can see, there's a little bit of dried dirt. That's where one of my plugs was with the 5x8. So I'm still in the same area. Let's have a listen to the ground. As you can see, the ground is totally covered with iron. And I'm in the middle of a field part of this property. So I'll keep going. If I get a signal that's repeatable enough to dig, we'll see what the AT Gold missed with the 5x8 as opposed to the Tornado. Alright, be back soon. Okay, so the next target was ringing in really high, and I thought it was in the plug, so I swung back over, and somewhere over here, that's where it is. Alright, let's see what we got here. See if I can, I'm going to try to toothbrush this real quick while it's in front of the camera, because that's all I really do. I mean, sometimes when I get home I might take a gentle toothpick to it just to try to figure out what it is. Once I can ID it, I've learned that I better leave it alone after that. Might just be a stinking Lincoln, I don't know. We're going to find out though. I don't know, it's got kind of the profile of Lincoln. I'm going to try one of my famous tricks where I rub one side of it on my jeans, because jeans aren't stronger than the metal, so that didn't do much good for it either. Let's see here. I don't know. I'm thinking it might be a wheat penny. I'll have to look harder. You know, part of me sees the, see if I can get up close with this and focus. Part of me sees the Lincoln profile right there. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be a wheatie. The back is totally caked, so that ain't going to come off without tearing all the detail off. But even so, I mean, somehow, and let's check the depth real quick. Ignore that. So we're just under 6 inches on the pinpointer, and it somehow missed that coin. Even though it's a wheat penny, nothing fancy, it's still somehow I missed it with the other coil. I haven't pulled any targets in this area today, so I know I didn't move some and uncover a signal that otherwise I wouldn't get. So far so good. I'll take it. Alright, we'll move on to the next, try to get a few more digs in. Okay, to resume that target. You hear that high tone? Well, that high tone is coming from the roundness off of this bolt. And that's all it really takes. It picked up on that before it picked up on the bracket. The bracket gave it a little crunchy sound at the end, but that's definitely what it is. But, oh well, at least it's out of the ground. Okay, so I've cleared some dirt away. we're getting some good peaks, so hopefully it's close by. If not, there's a nasty tree root in the way, so that might have something to do with it. Might be above that tree root. Alright, let's see if we can kind of go in on the top side and pull some dirt out. I don't know what the target is, but I just don't want to destroy it. Now, whatever it is, it's right beside that tree root. So I'll keep digging with my hands, and I learned a nice trick from a couple of other diggers to dig on one side and push the dirt through with the other. And a lot of times that will get you your target, because most of them like to hide there. Alright, let's check where we're at. Nothing on this side, nothing in the dirt. It's higher up. Alright, I'm gonna have to take a chunk of this sawed out. Let me pause. Okay, the plug's been cut. Time to flip it over. Try to do this one hand, but oh, this plug is heavy. Alright, let's see if we can find where it is. Alright, wherever it is, it's off to this side. I see a nail, so a nail's part of it. Alright, now whenever you dig out a nail and you don't find anything else, move all your metal away from the hole, come back over, still jumpy, but still worth investigating. Alright, let me try to one hand this, try to, oh. One of these days I'm going to get a tripod that will hold a smartphone. Alright. Alright, we'll make that look neat afterwards. Alright, whatever it is in the plug. Not in that spot. Okay, where'd it go? Somewhere around here. I swear, I just heard it. Alright, so it's somewhere in this grass. Alright, another piece of nail, which doesn't surprise me. Alright, now before we give up and say, okay, it was just a nail spill, let's swing over it one more time. There's enough of a high consistency in there. Well, let's see if I can do this without blocking the shot, which I highly doubt I can. Alright. Now I've got to dig on this side of it. Sometimes with a big coil, it's very difficult to pinpoint exactly. But as I test this, I figure the live dig is good for you and it's good for me, so I can review it later and figure out what I'm doing different. Huh. Still nothing. Alright, I'm going to swing over one last time. And if I don't get anything consistent or with that chirp, we're going to just call that a nail spill. Nope. Too junky. Alright, we'll move on to the next one so we don't waste all day on this one. Okay, time for the next target. So the numbers aren't that far off, so I don't have a way to prop the phone up, so let me dig the plug and then we'll go from there. Alright? Alright, I got the plug cut. Now it's time to flip it over and see if we can find what the target was. Said it was only 2 inches down, so we're going to find out if that's true or not. I do know the soil has a lot of hot rock, so there's a big possibility. Oh, let me move that out of the way. Okay, so whatever it is still in the plug. Let's break the plug apart a little bit. Alright, so it's right here. Break apart some more. Oh, there's something there. And what do we got? We have, looks like a knob from a washer or whatever, but it had just enough of a high pitch to where you really had to look at it. Boy, it's shiny. Too bad it's all chrome and it's not like silver. But that's one example of a target that it missed. Let's see here. The depth on my pinpointer is about 6 inches, so it wasn't relatively deep, but for some reason the 5x8 didn't pick it up. Maybe it's just a fluke the way I swung it, who knows, but alright, I'll try to bring on a couple more targets as I find them, and then we'll keep the comparison going. Alright, picking back up from pause, we're right beside the tree root, and it looks like our target may have moved. And yep, because it's almost round in shape, whoops, let me get the pinpointer out of the way. Sometimes foil can spike up to that 60, 71, depends on how thick it is. This is layered, so it's thick. Alright, we'll keep on moving. No spectacular finds, but right now I'm just playing around with both coils and trying to learn as much as I can because I'm not very experienced with both coils, and this year is my first year on the gold. I've been doing pretty good with it, but as you can hear it over there chattering, it's complaining because I'm not swinging it, so time to get back to it. Alright, so right in front of my foot is where I just dug that target. I closed it up and I just started swinging, and could be another piece of it, I'm not sure, but I've got to check because it was peaking to 65. So let's see if I can one-arm this. Sorry for all this crap. Once I get my tripod for my smartphone, I can set it down so nobody has to listen to me grunting trying to get everything. So, alright, that should be enough because it's not that deep. Alright. Could be a nail, could be anything. But whatever it is, let's hope it ain't under a tree root. I think I found what it is. Yep, I did. And it looks like a small piece of foil. Try to get my thing to focus. Alright, I think that's what it was. Pretty sure. I'm going to swing over one more time before I stop the video, just in case, because there was a 65 peak, which could be a button. So it tells me there's something deeper. I'm going to have to pause this for a second. Alright, so I found another target, or so I think so. So it's pretty tight, not that deep. So I'm going to see if I can pull this off and do a live dig. I don't think it's anything fancy. Maybe an old button or even a scrap of something. There's not much trash or pull tabs in this yard. I've cleaned them out over the years. I come here a lot. I help the owner out a lot of times with yard work and stuff like that. Just as a thank you for letting me dig, you know. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, it should be pretty shallow. So, just my guess, it's inside here. Alright, let's break this clod apart, loosen it up a bit. Alright, whatever it is, Alright, see what we got here. It'd just be a bit of metal. Could be part of a broken button, no way to tell. If so, it's pretty old. Alright, well, I pulled that out. Somehow I missed it with the 5x8, which I'm actually pretty surprised, but maybe just different coils operate a little bit differently. Or maybe it was my swing technique. But, you know, I did clear other targets out of the area, which may have made it easier for this coil to go through here and get stuff. You know, you get a lot of junk targets, and then it's harder to find the good ones because they get masked. So, even though I like both coils, I really don't think one's any better than the other. I think it just all depends on your swing technique, the ground conditions, and, you know, how much junk is in the ground. But we'll keep going and see where this ends up. Okay, found the next target. Numbers are similar to the foil, but I want to dig it just so I can see if I know the foil number and I pass up the foil number, could I be missing something better? Let me find it. You can see it's all over the place, but it has almost the same consistency of the other tone. Let me pause this and dig the plug and we'll see what it is. Okay, now we've got the plug dug. I have no idea if this is going to be foil, crap, or whatever else, but it's all about the signals that I wasn't picking up before. Okay, so we've got something down there. We'll check the plug. Let me move my shovel. Okay, so that was picking up my shovel. Alright, so maybe go one more scoop out here. Scoop off the other side. Rock it forward. I always try to stay to the outside of the hole when I dig, so if the target is in the middle like it should be, if I pinpointed correctly, I'm not going to damage it. Alright, now let's see what we got. Nothing in that pile. Alright, whatever it is close. Alright, so we have a nail, so we know that's part of the signal. That was probably the low end of it. Okay, so now we got to go in off the sidewall here. Try to work back some of that dirt. Whoa, that's way in there on the side. So apparently I didn't pinpoint as good as I thought I did. Alright, I think I just saw rust, so I'm sure this nail that I just spotted is probably part of it. It could just be a nail spill like earlier. I got fooled pretty good. Alright, whatever it is close. Alright, so there's another target there. So far we've gotten 3 nails out of here, or 2. I lost count. Alright, so now we're just going to back a little bit away. Alright, so whatever it is, it's going way off. And that might be a hot rock. Yep. Alright, so there really wasn't a lot more out here today. I gave it a good pounding with the 5x8 when I first started. Then I threw on the Tornado here. And other than the wheat penny and a couple other things like the little appliance knob or whatever it was, seemed to be all that I didn't catch. Could it be the coil difference? Could it be me, my swing, maybe not overlapping and just happening to miss it? It's a big possibility, but I think definitely both coils serve their purpose. Alright, I'm going to go now and go say a thank you to the property owner again for letting me come out and test and video and dig in their yard anytime I want. I mean, you know, when you got a permission and somebody, you know, understands the hobby and they allow you to come on their property, which is their personal space, it's important that you let them know you appreciate it. Whether it's like what I did earlier, take a couple hours, help them out with some of their tasks around the yard or in the house, you know, or just keep even going up and say thank you, because without places to dig, our hobby would be useless, you know. Alright, that's all I have for now. Feel free to leave questions, comments, or whatever. I tried to do my best with the comparison, but without a tripod, it's really difficult to live dig and catch every signal. It really slows you down. Alright, everybody, good luck and happy hunting. Peace!